This past October, I was headed to see my wife for lunch down in Greenbrier, Arkansas, and I hopped on my 2019 Royal Enfield because it gets 70 miles to the gallon, and it's fun to ride. And when I was coming into Greenbrier, I got behind this motorhome, and it was pulling a trailer with a truck on it, and he had his turning light on, and he was passing a gas station, and I assumed that he was trying to get over there, try to get, we're going to need some fuel or something, whatever he was doing. But as he was coming over, there was a white truck in the lane, where he was at, and they got about that close to each other. Well, then he veers over. The white truck, he's thinking, man, I need to get away from this guy, so he falls behind. Now, I'm right behind the RV, and anyway, I'm thinking, because of close to 500,000 miles of riding and learning defensive techniques and stuff, I'm thinking I need to get around this guy and put some distance between us. So I hit the turning lane with nobody in it. I hit the turning lane, twist the wick, I get around in front of him, and I put about 150, 200 yards between us. But I get hung up at a red light. It turned right as I was coming up to the intersection. Well, one of the other things that I do to exercise my due diligence and protect myself on the road is when I come to a stop at a red light or something like that, I use my peripheral vision to look forward, and I look at my rear view mirror to make sure whoever's behind me is slowing down and they're going to stop. Well, I did that, and yeah, he was slowing down. He was way back there too, and he started slowing down, so I wasn't too worried. Light turned green, headed through that intersection, and I'm trying, like I said, put some distance between us. Well, I look in the rear view and I see this Camaro come out of the turn lane and get in between me and him. So I'm thinking, okay, I got a blocker. I'm doing pretty good now. Light changes again at the next intersection, and I go to stop, and there's a van in front of me. He stopped, I stopped, and then I'm looking at the rear view. I'm watching that Camaro, and she came to a stop, and to be honest with you, she stopped probably 20 feet behind me, which was real nice because y'all know as well as I do how many people pull up almost on your bumper or on your license plate or whatever, and they're so damn close that if you're riding in the wintertime, you can reach back there and warm your hands on the hood of the car. Anyhow, but she was 20 feet behind me. And when I saw that she was 20 feet behind me and stopped, I kind of let my guard down, and all of a sudden I heard this smash, and I remember going through my head, like it's happening right now, and I just thought, damn. And in that moment, she hit the back of me. I flew up onto the hood of the Camaro. The bike hit the back of the van and then glanced off to the side, ended up in the turn lane. She hits the back of the van, throws my ass off the hood. I land on my back on the sickle, laying sideways on the highway. Of course, I jump up, snatch my helmet off, hell, I'm ready to fight. And but anyway, y'all see that RV right there, that Camaro? He plowed into us, pinned me between two vehicles. Y'all can see the damage to the bike right there. And the thing about it is, he's either drunk or high or something. I should have beat his damn ass. Then they'd arrest me. But I passed him 2 lights ago, because I noticed he was swerving and erratic driving, and got in front of him. And I rode a lot, and I just learned a new lesson. If you got some erratic behavior in front of you, a driver, don't get in front of him. Get behind him, pull off to the gas station, get you a cold drink or something. Give him time to get away so that you don't get pinned in between 2 vehicles like I just did. Man, as y'all can tell, I was madder than a mashed duck, and I think that most people would have been in that situation, but I have a firm philosophy, and that is, if you're going to engage in an inherently dangerous activity for fun, then some of the fault will always fall on you. If you're hang gliding, you're sailboating out in the Pacific, you're flying your Cessna, or riding your sickle, the fact is nobody has to do that, or most people don't. And so I believe that defensive tactics are important in keeping somebody alive. You can't depend on the other person or the other situation or whatever. And so I feel 100% that I made a mistake. And that mistake was when I came into town and I saw him acting erratic. I used a highway technique or an interstate technique, which is, and y'all well know, somebody driving like that and they're ahead of you, then you want to pass them and put some distance between both of y'all. That way you're at, no more threat. And I used that technique in town, not taking into consideration red lights. And so what I should have done, and I know from now on, but I should have, when he was passing that gas station that I thought he was going to, I should have gone ahead and pulled on in there and got me a cold drink, put some distance between us. But hindsight's 20/20. So if y'all agree with me, or if y'all have a better technique, go ahead and leave a comment below. And I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Drink me a cold beer to deal with my newfound PTSD. And also I'd like to point out that in the accident, I tore my rotator cuff, gonna have to have surgery coming up. On top of that, my colleague, he's going into the fire academy. And so the content that we're gonna be uploading is gonna be slowed a little bit. We're working our ass off this past month to get as much stuff that can be uploaded a little at a time as possible. But anyhow, I'll see y'all on the next one. Or click on one of these links and you can watch one of the old ones.